Hiya, I hope you are good. It is Thrilling Thursday, it's me, Emma, and it's going to be the hooping chat. So I'm going to grab my weighted hula hoop and I'm going to talk to you about all things women's health, fitness and general wellness. But first of all, I've got to drop one, the C word. Do you use it? Have you used it? And is it reserved for times of absolute pure I have used that word this morning. I've not said it to anybody. I've said it out loud in the front room, the C word, the C bomb. I reserve that word for times of extreme stress. And this morning, this front room has heard the C word come out of my lips, honestly. I just wondered, do you use it? I would never, ever, ever use it in general conversation. And it's very rare that I've ever said it out loud when anyone's listening, but this morning my front room has gone blue. It heard the C word. Anyway, I'm going to grab my hoop. Are you ready? So if you've got a power hoop, grab your hoop and do this with me. If you haven't got a hoop, do not worry. Sam, is this Sam that I'm going to give some of those CDs to? If it is Sam, just let me know, because I'm going to go and get them from where I packed them away yesterday. And if it's not you, sorry, just ignore me, because I'm obviously mad. Right, going to get my hoop, step into my hoop, do up my core muscles, do up your imaginary zip. You don't have to hoop, by the way. I just find it easy to be doing something when I'm talking to you rather than staring at the camera, all right? So I'm going to launch. I'm starting to hoop. I'm pushing it forward and back. Look at my hips. I'm not really doing a great big movement. It's fairly small. This is fantastic for working those core muscles. I love to do this because, as I said, number one, I don't want to be standing there staring into the camera. It's awful. It's quite off-putting. I don't like it. And if someone's mean to you and you can see it while you're trying to go live, it's really off-putting. Secondly, I love working my core. I like to do that as much as possible. So this is great. This also massages out my digestive system and it helps regulate your waist to hip ratio. So it's a pretty amazing piece of equipment. People ask me about these all the time, or those other ones, those smaller hoops with a bit and then a ball attached. I only recommend these because I've been using them for so many years, 10 plus years. Those other funny little things with a ball on, I've never used them, so I can't really comment. I just don't think, in my personal opinion, they're as good, that's all. So, oh, sorry, I just need burped. See what I mean? Massages out the digestive system. So, this is why I'm hooping. If you do want to hoop and you want to get one of these, this is called a Power Hoop Deluxe. You can just look them up yourselves. And if you can't find a really good deal, just come back to me and I'll give you a 10% off discount code. It's not a lot, but I think everything helps, even if it just pays for the post and packaging. How often should you hoop if you're a newbie? You should only probably hoop every other day, for a minute or 2 minutes in each direction when you first start, otherwise you get a little bit hoop sore. And if any of you bruise easily, I will just come back to you quickly on that. Can you see here? See that? I've got a big old bruise. I don't bruise really on my body, to be honest. Like some people bruise really easy, but anything on my face, oh my God, I bruise so easily. So this is why, guys, I'm an open book and I talk to you about beauty, treatments and all that, because I could never ever hide it, because I bruise so flipping easily. Honestly, it's unbelievable. I put a little picture up last night, and because I just laugh at myself sometimes. You just... So some of you have seen this week, I put up my sleep mask and my taping. I was doing my lip taping at night. And that is just to encourage more oxygen to the brain, more REM sleep, and, sort of less morning breath as well, and to stop me snoring. So I've been doing that, and I'm laughing at myself because I was like, oh my God, my husband must feel so blessed if he wakes up in the night and sees me like that. Honestly, we just think, I fascinate myself that I'm prepared to go out looking such a mess most of the time. And then like this, got me a little bruise. So I put my picture up yesterday when I was at the aesthetics place with my old numbing cream on my lips. It just makes me giggle, the things that us women do. It does. I kind of laugh away to myself. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you my bruise. What I was going to say is some of you bruise more easily bodily. I don't, but I still feel the impact of when you first start hooping. But if you do bruise easily, you need to be a little bit careful when you're first starting, because you don't want to have bruises because you'll be sore. So layer up, tuck your tops into your trousers or your knickers or whatever, and only hoop every other day when you first start. Now I could hoop for like hours and it doesn't hurt at all. I can feel my core muscles, but it doesn't hurt. It's good. Okay, so that's just a little overview of hooping. Very, very, very good for relief of period pain, even though you'd think, oh God, that's awful, but actually it feels good. If you have non-specific back pain, this is fantastic as well. The only time you wouldn't do it is obviously if you're pregnant, don't hoop. And secondly, if you've got some sort of degenerative issue with your spine through your back, obviously you don't want to be banging a hoop on it. That wouldn't necessarily be the best thing to be doing, all right? And if you have got either of those things and you can't hoop, you can still train with me because I look after you. For example, this morning, I've just finished my class, and in my class, online this was, I have got a lady who is, I think she's 34 weeks pregnant now, so I've looked after her the whole way through the pregnancy. To be fair, I've looked after her for about the last 4 years. And I also have a lady who not that long ago had a hip replacement. And I looked after her all the way up to the hip replacement and obviously now in her recovery period. So I think what I'm trying to say is I've always got you girls, always. There's always something you can do. And lucky enough, I've been in the industry such a long time and I've done so much training, I'm always learning, I'm always sort of upskilling, that I can basically give you an option to suit all of you. I'm not just a one-size-fits-all instructor, which nobody should be really, but a lot of people are. Right, I'm going to stop hooping and go the other way because that's 4.5 minutes. Right, so I've just told you a little bit about what I've been doing. So this morning I've taught cardio versus strength, and it's a 30-minute class. I teach nearly every morning in the week via Zoom. I do face-to-face classes, but especially when you're on social media, you reach a lot of people. So some of you following me might know me. You might actually know me from my local area. And if you do, you know, put your thumbs up, let me know, because it's interesting to know who's following me. But some of you might be watching this. You don't live anywhere near me at all, but you might think, oh, I like her, she's my girl. Do you know what I mean? You know that sometimes you like somebody, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you watch me and think, no, listen to her, yeah. It's just different personalities, that's all it is. But if you do, you kind of watch me and think, oh, I think I like her, she's very down to earth, blah, 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 or she's a similar age to me, or whatever it is that helps resonate between us, I've got you. You could come and train with me, literally Monday to Saturday. I teach online different classes, and I'd love you to join me. I'm actually finished online for today. All I'm going to do now is, in a very shortly actually, I've got to go and teach Buggy Beat in Castle Hill. So just in case anyone's watching me that's near. Buggy Beat is a lovely, lovely class. It's a postnatal fitness class, so it's very safe for when people just had a baby. Quite often, ladies feel under so much pressure when they first had a child. They suddenly start going running or trying to do loads of sit-ups to sort out their tummies and stuff. And there's a much better way. It's not the way to do it at all. So in my class, they get to bring the babies, or anyone who's looking after the little ones actually, and we incorporate the babies in the class. So there's no stress. If your baby's screaming its little head off, doesn't matter. We're outside in the fresh air. Really, really good sense of community. Fresh air, great for your mental health, and of course exercise, great for your body. So that's what I'm doing today. And then the next class that I'll be teaching will be tomorrow online, and I'll teach a little mash-up class on a Friday morning. They're generally 30-minute classes, and as I say, you can just access it on Zoom, and I coach you because I can see you. It's lovely. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Never thought I'd love teaching online, but I do. It's fantastic. It's a really nice routine, and it's super easily accessible. And sometimes, although I will always encourage people to go outside and get some fresh air, sometimes you just, you know, especially when you've been a bit more challenged mood-wise, or you just got no motivation or no energy, to actually get out that front door is just sometimes a step too hard. Whereas if you're in your front room, you just have to flick on your phone or your laptop or whatever and just do a class, the chances are you're going to feel so much better. Then you might actually then go and get out that door, get that fresh air and daylight, and go and socialise. So yeah, that's basically all I want to say about that. So we started off talking about the C word this morning. Then we've gone into talking about power hoop and then into motivation. And the final thing I'm going to talk to you about now is my Throwback Thursday picture. I put that up today on my Instagram, and it was the one and only time I tried pole dancing. I am not a natural pole dancer. I do not have a sexy bone in my body, I found out after trying to prance around a pole. I wasn't actually going for that reason. I was going for some sort of different training that would be challenging. I did find it quite hard going to different classes when I'm an instructor. I think it does make me quite, I don't know, hard to please, let's put it that way. So I wanted to try something completely different that I have no control over, no knowledge in. Oh my God, it was terrible. I was so rubbish. And it was so painful. Oh my God, I thought I was strong. You got to be pretty strong to pole dance, you know. So anyway, If you check out my Instagram, you'll see those pictures of the one and only time. It was either 10 or 13 years ago, I'm not sure which. Needless to say, I didn't keep it up because I was rubbish. And at one point, she had me upside down on the pole. I was literally crying because I was so scared. And then I slid down the pole and went and sat in the corner crying because I'm a bit of a baby. I'm not a thrill seeker at all. And that's the end of today's Hoop and Chat. Right. I really hope you are good. I really hope you're going to come and join me soon. And if you want to know any more about anything I've talked about today, do you want to come and do a class with me or anything, give us a shout. And I've actually doing another little thing as well. There's a Fit in 15 class that I do every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. And people that like, share and follow me and you share my posts, I'm going to give you an invite and you can actually come and do a 15-minute class with me for nothing all the way through May. So if you want to know a bit more about that, just give me a shout and I really look forward to seeing some of you soon. So I'm going to say goodbye to my Insta crew right now. See you guys. Thanks for watching.